Borderlands 2, AA Gamer for Life, Demented Priest. We're working on the Volt symbols and other challenges. We're out at 1,000 cuts, and the first challenge is the is the UHF tower. It's right up here at the northern part, and it's pretty hard to miss. It's right there to my left. Can't really see it right now, but in order to get up there, you have to cross this bridge and then go into the, I want to say the Buzzard Factory, I think it was called. But nevertheless, just cross the bridge, come up here, use the stairs, get up onto the balcony to jump onto the beam, and then you do a little tightrope across to the bridge girders to get over to the little island where the tower is. Okay, now this is probably going to be one of the most hardest challenges to get, and only the patient one will prevail here. Me and my buddy Demented Priest, we're on here hour 20 minutes, and it's just a learning curve, just which beams to jump on top of, and to get your jumping down. You're jumping on top of a beam, and it's very easy to miss them. So, and then once we got up, a few beams, we were like, all right, how are we going to circumvent the rest of this tower? And we could see the switch up there, and it's got like a red bar, like you could shoot it, but definitely don't shoot it. To be honest with you, I don't really know what happens if you do shoot it, but you don't want to go through the trouble of climbing up to that tower and then doing something like shooting the switch. So definitely don't do that. Okay, so that's the base of our tower right there. You use the bridge to get over here. You can see nothing too complicated to get to there. Make your jump over to the roof. Okay, and then it's going to come our hard part here. Okay, so on the back side of this tower, the southern side, is a couple of beams that stick out of the ground. These two suckers right here, and thinking just getting to the top of the tower was tough. I'm like, these two beams worked me like a zillion times just getting up on top of the base to get to the where you actually got to jump up to the beams. Okay, now there might be another method to get up there, but this is just the way me and Demented Priest do. Alright, so you get up to your first beam, and then you got to jump over to this one. Kind of like position myself to the back side of the beam and to the right side of the edge to get to that beam right there that's in front of me. Okay. Now you gotta jump onto this one. Now, as you can see, you're only looking at about 3-4 minutes of good footage, not the hour and 10 minutes of me jumping off this and cursing up a storm. Okay, so you get up onto this beam, and then here. So that part's not tricky, but this one is kind of weird. It doesn't really make like a real... You do like a jump and walk, and it just kind of hops on there. Now this one is your tricky one, and you want to get your timing right on your jump. Okay, so we're good, and I was just on the edge. So we get up to here, and then you got this beam you jump onto, and then onto that tire edge right there. Come on, up, just a little bit, just a little. As you can imagine, after doing this for like an hour and 10 minutes, we were just so skittish, like, oh man, I don't want to fall again. Okay, so we want to get to that little area in between the tire and the dish there. Oh, yeah, I was sweating. He's like, oh no, you're all right, you're good. Just get on top of that dish. Then you just kind of walk out to that beam there, and then you just jump onto this beam. Okay, that's it. You're there. You are golden. There's your switch. Look up. One challenge complete. An hour and so later. That was one hard-earned challenge right there. See, a challenge like this is okay. It's all about your player skill and doing it. But the challenge out at the wildlife preserve were the two enemies that don't ever spawn out there. I mean, it has nothing to do with player skill or anything like that. It's just something to do with the game. I really hope that they're there during the true hunter mode. Alright, so that's our first challenge out here at 1,000 cuts. The others are pretty easy, you know, collecting the volt symbols and so on. And that's going to be our next video. So the tower was the only real lengthy one, so that's why it's its own video. So we will see you on the next part of the 1,000 cuts. AA Gamer for Life, Demented Priest. Hope you're finding these videos helpful. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.